Richard's identical twin brother, best man. I first wanted to thank everyone for those who came up to congratulate me within the last 24 hours. I mean, I haven't gotten this many newlywed well wishes since my wedding day back in 2004. But I'll be sure to pass on your touching words to my brother today. I wanted to thank Kelly and Rich for this absolute beautiful day today. What an incredible venue. And I just sincerely want to thank everyone who's traveled near and far to come over to celebrate in this monumental milestone for Kelly and Rich today. One of the unique things about growing up as an identical twin brother is that you're never without a built-in support system. And through every chapter in our lives, whether they're good, bad, or everything in between, we just always had each other's backs, And that kind of unconditional support, well, it's second nature. And it unequivocally carries over into marriage. And I can personally attest, my beautiful wife Julie over there, I met her back in May. Back in May 23rd, 2001, exactly at 4:05 p.m. That's a different story. But we've been married for over 20 years. And, we're just still showing up for each other each and every day, comfortable in our own skin. And, there's good and bad moments, but overall, we're there for each other. And I love you, babe. So, here's a story about our support system I share with my teammates. If I were to write a book about our origin story, I'd label the first chapter, Bells Ringing, and here's why. In the developing country of the Philippines back in the 1970s, when babies were first born and couldn't be cared for, they were often left at the doorstep or along the outer walls of an orphanage. It was a heartbreaking reality. You'd have biological parents driven by desperation, poverty, and a sliver of hope that someone else could offer their child a better future. And they had to make the painful decision to leave their baby or babies behind. And the problem was, in those days, stray animals roamed the streets, and helpless infants at times were injured before taken into an orphanage. So to prevent this, Hospicio de San Jose, the orphanage where Rich and I were left as newborns, made an important change to their infant delivery process. They cut out a large opening into the cement wall that borders the orphanage and installed a steel door accessible from the outside. And just behind that door sat a straw basket and a bell. A parent would quietly open the steel door, reluctantly pull out that straw basket, and gently lay their baby inside. They would ring the bell, signaling the nuns within the Catholic orphanage. And after one final lingering glance at their baby, they would close the door and slip away. And the sound of the bell would summon the sisters who would hurry to carry the infant or infants to safety. And only a few weeks old, Richie and I lay together in that straw basket. And while we couldn't speak or crawl or even hold our heads up, I know in my heart we gave each other something priceless. Psychological comfort, physical warmth, and most of all, the simple reassurance of not being alone. And so to this day, I'm thankful to have heard those bells ringing and to have had Richie beside me in that cold, dark space. And then about 6 months later, like a guardian angel, came the most caring and determined woman we've ever known, our mother, Diane Thompson.
Yeah.
And at 40 years old, already raising 4 children, Greg, Jack, where are you, Jack?
We're right here.
Sorry, Jack. Mike, and Joy. She and our late father, Ken Thompson, somehow found it in their hearts to take us in and make us part of the Thompson family. And that was the beginning of the story, Richie and I, and the first chapter of a lifelong support system that Richie and I built together. An unconditional support system that carries unequivocally into marriage. Now, I could really spend all day sharing stories about Rich and her twin times, but today isn't just about him. It's about the incredible, beautiful woman sitting beside him. Hey, Kelly. Kelly, you've opened your life, you've opened your family, you've opened your heart to my twin brother. And it's been beautiful, it's been exciting to witness, and I'm so proud of you too. The positive impact you've had to my brother, I mean, it just means the world to me. So from all of us Thompsons, welcome. Welcome to the family. We're so ecstatic to have you. People often ask my wife Julie and I, how we've made it 20 plus years. And so if I can leave you with one piece of advice to both of you, it would be this. It's time to enclose yourselves in a virtual, impenetrable bubble. Fill that bubble with laughter. Fill it with trust. Fill it with lust. And everlasting friendship. Together, let that bubble travel with the winds of marriage, bounce off distractions, and rise above life's storms. And never, ever let anyone pop it.
Yeah.
So on that note, let's all raise our glasses.
Dude, that was pretty good.
Watch those bubbles rise and toast to the bride and groom, to Rich and Kelly.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. Nicely done. Our next speaker.